For financial success, stop with the comparisons. A few years back, I had a goal of playing the piano, so I purchased a keyboard. I started with a catchy yet very challenging classic, Mary Had a Little Lamb. My sons and I even recorded a video where I attempted to teach others how to play the piano, even though I didn't know how to play the piano myself. We had a lot of fun with that. Now, my son Danny, who was 16 years old at the time, also tried playing. He chose a far more intricate song, and while I was hunting and pecking at all the keys in what seemed like slow motion, Danny was quickly kicking it into high gear. Okay, that's not Danny. But before long, he had the first several verses of his more difficult song under control, and I was still looking for B flat. I gotta tell you, watching him get up to speed so much more quickly than me, I felt a bit disillusioned. My inner voice was having a field day. But over time, I've learned that whether it's playing the keyboard or watching stock market indexes, comparisons can get you in big trouble, especially stock market indexes. It's extraordinarily difficult to beat the indexes for 5 reasons that I'll share with you in a moment. First, a quote from my friends at realinvestmentadvice.com. Comparison in the financial arena is the main reason investors have trouble patiently sitting on their hands, letting whatever process they are comfortable with work for them. They get waylaid by some comparison along the way and lose their focus. If you tell investors that they made 12% on their account, they're very pleased. If you subsequently inform that everyone else made 14%, you've made them upset. For financial strength and success, stop with the comparisons. Develop a financial plan with a reasonable rate of return that considers not only your risk tolerance, but how the market is priced. There's no rule that says you must be 100% invested in equities 100% of the time. Your goal, as always, is to manage the maximum drawdown, or how far your money can go down when the tide turns and the market takes a hit. It's not the up years that should concern you. It's the down years. You likely won't beat the market averages, and here are 5 reasons why. Indexes don't carry cash, but you do. Most investors carry some cash, which reduces returns. Indexes don't have a life expectancy, but you do. The index operates on its own timetable. You have only so many years until retirement. Indexes don't compensate for distributions to meet living requirements, but you do. Indexes don't figure if you have home improvements to do or if you take your grandchildren on vacation. Indexes have no associated taxes, costs, or other expenses, but you have all of those. Indexes can substitute at no penalty, but you don't get penalty-free changes to your portfolio. This is probably the biggest difference of them all. For example, when the market cap of an S&P 500 stock falls, it's just miraculously replaced in the index. If you own the same company and it declines, you suffer the consequences. You don't get a mulligan, as it were, to coin a golf phrase, a do-over. You can't compare indexes. Index averages are a different animal. Another factor is which index you're looking at. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is just 30 companies. The S&P 500, it has, you guessed it, 500 companies. If your portfolio is well diversified, it may have 10,000 different companies, big and small in America, overseas. There is just simply no way to compare. The bottom line is that chasing returns or comparing indexes, those are behaviors that cause investors to take on more risk. A better strategy is to determine a reasonable rate of return for your financial and retirement goals and stick to a strategy that gets you there in one piece. Darryl, do you think people like our videos? Beats me. How do we find out? We can ask them. How? Like this. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up below. Anything else? Yes, subscribe. This way you'll see our content right away. Tell the viewers why we do this. To help them create safety, simplicity, and most of all, financial strength in the future. Got it. To subscribe, just click the button below.